Can I do a I told you so? Joe Biden now says they won't enforce the TikTok ban on January 19th. They are leaving it up to Donald Trump to figure it out. Our position on this has been clear. TikTok should continue to operate under American ownership. It will be up to the next next administration to implement. The law states that the president can grant a one-time extension, delaying the ban for up to 90 days under 3 specific conditions. Have you seen the cultural exchanges happening on RedNote? Thoughts? I'm sorry. I'm too much of a foreigner, I think. I'm not going to lie to you. Like the way that Twitter and well-intentioned people treat Chinese people like they're a fucking alien species is like kind of weirded me out as someone from Turkey. It's just me. I'm alone on this. I'm happy. I'm happy that Americans are finally realizing that Chinese people are also human beings. It's crazy because there's so many fucking Chinese people in America, but like I think I'm too much of a first generation immigrant to cherish the fun that Americans are having, to celebrate it in the same way. It just kind of makes me feel weird with the way that like everyone's being normal and it's great, but it just like shocks me that this needed to happen for so many people. Holy shit. You're so cringe, Hasan. I mean, yeah, I'm woke of the day. It's wild how brain broken Americans are that they had to like literally see Chinese people where they're at to be like, oh wow, they're humans. The way the Chinese people don't believe that America is, and they're asking if it's propaganda. Someone on RedNote asked if it's true that minimum wage hasn't been increased in 16 years or if it was just their government's propaganda. I don't know if these are real, by the way. Someone in their comments of RedNote asked me if we were really had to pay for an ambulance in America, if it was just their government's propaganda. I don't... Maybe. American student talked to a Chinese student and started crying.
In China, and their law schools are $798 per year, which just makes me feel so angry because I have like $450,000 in debt just to go to law school, and I'm explaining this extremely fucking bonkers system that we have, and I'm like, this is a slave contract because I'll never be able to pay back these loans.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. I'm glad that people are recognizing this reality. I think it's hard for you guys to comprehend where I'm coming from with this if you've grown up in America your whole lives, okay? Or if you're an American originally and did not grow up in a different country, because it's a reminder that like no matter how woke someone is, no matter how open-minded someone is, they still like literally think you're kind of an alien if you're not raised on US soil, you know, with that real American education. But yeah, I mean, this is like what I actively try to communicate to people that will listen here on a daily basis, which is that, yeah, these people are just like normal people. And also they don't live in this like insane, insane censorious shithole or something. The RedNote discourse has done a lot to teach people that China isn't this underdeveloped third world country. I mean, even if a country was an underdeveloped third world country, the people in it are still the same as you and I, you know?
We are the least racist country on the planet.
You believe that?
I believe that 100%.
Low key, we kind of are the least racist. Bro, what are you saying? How delusional can one be to say America's the least racist country on the planet? Like, that is insane. Our one like existing manufacturing industry is literally dealing weapons of war. Where do you think those weapons of war are used? Like, I'm not even talking about chattel slavery and the continuation of the practice, and then basically legalizing a form of chattel slavery by utilizing the criminal justice system. I'm talking like also in terms of foreign policy. It's just crazy. It's crazy to think America's low-key the least racist. Oh my God, that's crazy. Dude, what is going on, man? We got cultured racists now? What's happening? Is this a bit? Like, what the hell?
I think I gotta say it. I love Gen Z right now. They're just feisty. They're very feisty right now. And to see the way they are reacting to people trying to censor their speech, this is incredible. This is amazing. And you're going to have to park aside your feelings about China. Obviously, I agree with the fact that China is a threat, but I also kind of think America and our deep state and the CIA is the bigger threat. The homeland threat seems a little bit bigger, the domestic threat, than the foreign threat at this moment. Okay, so what am I speaking about? So let me just show you this headline.
Dude, Candace Owens is such a farmer, dude. It's crazy. She's such a goddamn farmer, dude. Are we right wing now? Wait, what? No, she just knows what's popular. This is her whole shtick. She'll sometimes take like not the old out of touch conservative position on issues that pertain to like pop culture to consistently elevate her status. I hate these people.
On NBC, Chinese TikTok alternative RedNote tops app charts ahead of potential TikTok ban. Okay, so just to be clear, the #1 most downloaded app right now in the App Store is RedNote. RedNote. It's in Mandarin. They can't even read it, and they're all downloading it. So I'm gonna give you the backstory of the TikTok ban. Initially, when Trump got into office, he essentially was very tough on China. And in 2020, he said, we got to do something about China. They're stealing all of our data. You know, he was doing the America first. We're also going to be tough on tariffs, et cetera, et cetera. And in August of 2020, he tried to ban TikTok via executive order. It didn't work. There was tons of resistance, people saying that it would be a violation of free speech. This can't happen, blah, 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 blah. Then, of course, October 7th happened.
People in this community are not familiar with Candace Owens. Candace Owens? The Candace Owens? You must know. She's fallen off? No, she hasn't fallen off. She's fallen on, chat. Are you kidding me? Even after she left the Daily Wire, she's been popping off. You're wrong.
But then very quickly, Congress passed an act. Forget the president in 2020. They were like, oh, yes, no, TikTok must immediately be banned. Now we got to get rid of this or it must sell. And that date is now coming up. And so the TikTokers are going, we are not with this. You are not going to censor our speech. We are not okay with you selling it to somebody that's going to censor our speech. And so what they have started doing
is Candace pro-Palestine? Yes. I mean, she's more anti-Israel than she is, I would say, pro-Palestine. Found out where Joe Rogan gets his news from?
Setting fires, and he had a UN debit card.
What?
And he had a bunch. I'll send it to Jamie. The guy that got arrested for.
No.
I'll tell you which fire it was.
No.
But he got arrested. He had a UN card. I'll tell you exactly.
This kind of tragedy brings out the best in people and the worst in people.
Why is this guy on Joe Rogan still? Like, even, oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see.
The one thing it does is in these communities, it brings all these people together. Mm-hmm. You know, my buddy started to cry because I was on the phone with him. He lost everything, right? And they're going to come stay with us. And he said, when I was on the phone, these people dropped by and dropped off clothes for them. And he's got a lot of money. And he started to cry, man. He was like, I can't tell you how many people have reached out.
He had 5 cell phones and a United Nations prepaid debit card.
What is a United Nations prepaid debit card?
I'm skeptical. Is this
of course you are.
Conspiracy?
You're always skeptical.
Is this
You son of
conspiracy?
a
I just don't
bitch.
want to be played.
No, I think the New York Post did a thing about it.
You know what I mean, though? I don't want to be played. I don't know what's true
Maybe
anymore.
the New York Post didn't post that he had the debit card.
Yeah, I don't know what's true.
Brian Callen, the cynical rape.
Getting us from the Texas Patriot Twitter account.
You see? I told you. I'm already like, I don't know.
They said that the New York Post has edited the info out of their article.
Thank you.
Why? Because it's not true.
Spreading rumors, Joe
Texas
Rogan.
Patriot account said that.
Oh, so then
Look at the comment below.
You got played.
Maybe not. Maybe the New York Post.
Oh my God, Joe. Give it up, dude. Rocking the Muhammad Ali shirt with the American flag, too. That's what makes it even funnier. There's a quote that has to change with the times where it goes, teach the poorest white man he's better than the richest black man and he won't notice if you pick his pockets. That was Lyndon B. Johnson who said that. Hell, he'll open up his pockets for them.